for those of us that don't know what you do over at Twitter, could you kind of explain that a little bit?
Sure. So I spent a couple of years working on our API, and now that we've got a really great team in place there, I've moved back to working on kind of our core infrastructure.
Cool. So how does that all work exactly?
So we've got a bunch of different databases and ways of storing things.
I know it's a broad question.
It's a big question. I mean, we've got a pretty complicated architecture at this point. We've got a big MySQL cluster that's transitioning over to Cassandra, and we've got Rails on the front end talking to a bunch of back-end services that we develop in a functional language called Scala.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. And how did that transition work? Because from what I understand, you weren't originally using Scala. Is that right?
That's correct. Yeah. For pretty much all of 2007, we were working exclusively in Ruby, which was great for us at that point in time. At a certain point, we kind of hit this rapid growth curve, and we needed tools that were going to work a little differently, give us some different performance characteristics.
Very cool. Very cool. So, what were some of the challenges in making Twitter scale? I mean, could you talk a little bit about that?
Sure. Measurement. 100% of it is basically knowing what your system is doing all the time, measuring, monitoring, profiling. I think for a lot of us, it was in education, definitely under fire in learning how all those metrics kind of fit together and how it informs your decision making.